Are you interested in what's new in the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020, focused on liveries, aircrafts, and maybe some aircraft sounds? Then this is the video for you. Let's roll the intro and then let's look at the details. This week, not so many updates as normally, likely due to the, pretty close release of Flight Simulator 2024, which is around the corner, right? So on the 19th of November, there's that really cool new version of Flight Simulator 2024. And if you're interested, then tune into my channel because I'm planning to record or to live stream, and unpacking Flight Simulator and then showing you multiple things which I already discovered in the alpha release and then look at how it is in the final release. But for now, let's look at what's new in the marketplace this week. So the first item is the A320neo V2 liveries pack number 2 by F. It contains 4K and 8K liveries, in total 19 liveries from multiple airliners around the world, right? Aer Lingus, Aeroflot, Air China, Air France, Air India, Azul, Brussels, Indigo, LATAM, and multiple other ones. It also contains the new custom PW engine, new high resolution decals and fuselage, realistic decals with 2 languages, and new windshield texture, as well as the new engine pylon texture, right? Different between engine types, the PW and the LEAP, and there's the unmirrored wings. Let's look at some details, right? Here you can see the liveries, which are there, right? Aer Lingus, Aeroflot, and multiple other ones. This only works on the A320 V2, right? Which is the Uni-built A320, which is included in Flight Simulator 2020. So keep that in mind. But if you love flying that aircraft, then this is definitely a package which you might want to have a look at. Then the next one is a special one. It's from our friends from Just Flight. They released a bundle. It's the 146 and the RJ Professional bundle. In this case, you will get a discount. The 146 is, I would say, already an existing aircraft. However, the RG Professional is a new aircraft. I'm not going to go to all the details here because I'm going to focus on this new aircraft, that RJ Professional aircraft, which is the latest one, which has been added to their, let's say, kind of library of aircrafts, right? Here you can see some pictures. I will show some of them, but not all. But it really looks really cool. So if you want to have both the 146 and the RG Professional, then take the discount, which is available now for you. Then continuing with the RG Professional from the same developer, right? It's, I would say, following on the highly popular 146 Professional, which they released. The Just Flight in-house development team has now created a new aircraft of one of British last airliners, the RG Professional. There are 3 variants, the RG70, the RG85 and the RG100. And it's fully custom code and created using comprehensive hands-on research with the real-world aircraft, right? That's really cool. It first took off to the air in 1992. The RG is a glass cockpit airliner equipped with EFIS, Electronic Flight Instrument System, PAD, primary engine display, and FEDEC, full authority digital engine control, and of course the flight management system. So what's included in the model? Well, there are 3 models, 3 variants, as I already mentioned. They are all built on extensive research and hands-on experience with the real aircraft. There are numerous animations like flaps which are moving, lift spoilers, and air brakes, as well as all the things in the cockpit are animated. Passengers are there, service is there, cargo doors can be opened, integral air stairs are there, and the windscreen wipers. It has a fully custom modeled ground equipment, so ground equipment is there for you, and highly detailed and fully animated simulated passenger cabin and galleys customized for each RG variant. Resolutions 4K and 8K, and there's a highly immersive interior and exterior lighting, including dimmable and movable cockpit lights. Also pretty cool. And to make it complete, there are also 30 liveries included. Now, if we scroll down, we can see all the things which are included, and the list is enormous, right? First of all, the captain and first officer positions are modeled with hundreds of functional switches, knobs, and controls. It's a 3D cockpit. The cockpit textures feature wear and tear based on the reference pictures. The tablet EFB for controlling the aircraft options and payloads, and flight planning and monitoring. with SimBrief, OFP, and Navigraph charts supported. So that's really cool. Keep in mind that for these ones, you might need to have a subscription to use, let's say, the correct ones, right? So that's something I want to warn you about. Then the aircraft configuration system. You can choose cold and dark, turnaround, and ready for takeoff, right? So those are the flight states, which we see a lot of developers including in their aircraft to make it either really easy or really make it yourself really difficult, right? Simply start from, I'd say, nothing. Then developed, of course, using the Microsoft Flight Simulator standards, and there's a variety of showcase camera presets, including wing views. And those are the ones which you can access using those shortcuts, right? Where you can quickly, I would say, switch between the different camera views. Then the custom coded aircraft system. There's a lot with that, right? The electronic system with generators, busbars, inventors, and AC/DC power supplies has been customized, as well as the hydraulic system. The flight control system with servo tap simulation, as the auto flight system with various pitch and roll modes are included, including the Cat 3 auto land capability. So you can automatically land with this aircraft without, say, touching anything. Power plant systems with realistic engine starting procedures, as well as the thrust rating panel with takeoff, the max or redo, and the maximum continuous thrust, the MCT, or on climb backs or climb normal modes. So different modes for your engine. Then the FedEx with auto throttle and TRP integration is there. And there's the flight management system with a minimal flight plan entry, company route integration, sit and stars, holding patterns, and much more. So you can really plan your flight completely with this aircraft. Then, of course, at the EFIS PFD and the navigation display integration with all the other types. And then you've got the dual IRS, right? So it's navigation systems, or at least, yeah, correct, navigation systems. Fuel system is there, communication system with dual VHF com, nav, and ADF radios. And there's the realistic flight dynamics based on the real world data and input from the RG pilots. And there's a lot more because there are also a lot of sounds, right? All those sounds which are there are, let's say, including the Honeycomb LF507 engine noise, as well as 450 flight deck sound effects recorded from the real aircraft. Now let's go to the bottom, because there are some screenshots, of course. So here you can see one of the screenshots. And I would say, if you see this, right, it's really high realistic. There are, let's say, also a lot of details which are added to this aircraft. This is the cabin area, right, where you can view the cabin and the passengers. You can see the liveries. Northwest is one of them, but also the ground vehicles are there. Then this is a view of the electronic flight bag, which has multiple options, including viewing the map, viewing the flight plan, viewing the charts. Keep in mind this is based on Navigraph, right? But also you can see some other systems like the checklist, the top of descent calculator, and of course the settings themselves. Then is this British Airways one. Let's say in the background, you can see Canary Wharf, right? The Financial Institute of London. Also really nice. Jada Aviation. Including some cool things, right? Okay, hey, the telephone here, right? To call. Here, repeat. Airport launch, volume number 70. I'm not sure if you can really use this, but based on the description and the engines or the sound patterns which are described there, it looks like that you can really, let's say, add the cabin sounds also. Movable flaps. So this is really a beauty, right? So it's not really cheap, but you can see it has a lot of options. Is the worth the money? Well, based on what I'm currently seeing, I do think that it's really worth the money. So if you want to spend money on something really serious, then this could be one of those aircrafts where you would put your money on. So a lot of screenshots as we've seen, right? So a lot of detail, a lot of nice things for that RG Professional created by Just Flight. Then it's already time for the next one. And also the last one in this category. It's the Super Hornet Precision Audio Pack by Echo 19 Audio. This optimizes the audio for the FA-18 Super Hornet. I would say that makes it more realistic. So whether you're executing high-speed maneuvers or cruising at altitude, the audio pack delivers an unparalleled level of realism, making it a must-have for any serious flight sim enthusiast. So what did they include? Well, first of all, the engine sounds recorded from real Super Hornets. That's now there, right? From startup to shutdown. New high accurate APU sounds, realistic Betty callouts and alerts. New cockpit sounds like the avionic cooling system, the battery, and more. And there's some new air turbulence sound effects right here and feel the G's. new cutting edge flyby effects, and the multiplayer compatible, right? So it's even multiplayer compatible. And there also are 2 new liveries included, a fictional VFA 106 CAG paint and a own demonstrational unit paint by the artist Rice. So you get both sounds, but also 2 new liveries included in this package. And with that, we're already at the end of this video because there are only 4 new items, actually 3, because one is the bundle, in this specific category. If you're now more interested in, for example, scenery enhancements or more about new airports, then have a look at the description of this video because there's a link to that video because it's a separate video. Thanks for watching this one and hope to see you back next time. Until then, wish you happy flying.